What is this roleplay thing
Meanwhile,
gonna
the
be called?
ultimate heroes are making sure that they don't mess with history getting certain items, which is how Reese even got the cube amulet in the first place.
Yeah, it just sounds like they're gonna be trolling with him for real, or her, whatever the time traveler is.
I can
Gender, I don't know.
confirm it is a her.
They must be wanting to cause something very horrible to happen in the present to be going through all that trouble to mess up all these important events.
All the important events on the main Fortnite island that could really inflict history altogether.
You know,
And then
another
with the
important part of
invasion
history is getting one
season,
thing by behind.
instead of the Time Traveler, instead of having Operation Skyfire happen on the mothership, Time Traveler had a plan to have Operation Skyfire happen on a little funny little thing. Simply, this was the idea. Set up the bomb in the IO headquarters. Reese thought this through again, thinking, would this really damage history? Realized yes, and stopped it. Put the bombs where they're meant to be. Operation Skyfire continued on as it was supposed to happen. Everything went on normally. And then introduced Season 8. Chewie, there? Chewie. Chewie. Fooey Chewie is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
I'm sorry, I had to use the bathroom real quick, but I'm back.
Okay, shall I continue what I was doing?
Yeah.
Talking about?
Yeah.
Alright. So, you probably didn't hear what I said earlier, but the Time Traveler would try to change Operation Skyfire, where instead of blowing up the mothership, it'd blow up the IO headquarters.
That's deserved. Now that's a W change in history right there.
Reese determined if that would mess with the timeline. She decided, I don't want to mess with time, so gotta save them.
Oh.
So she did that. She saved the Imagine Order from oblivion.
They don't deserve to be saved.
Made sure Operation Skyfire went as intended. The mothership went into literal oblivion. Just as intended. And then Season 8 came along. The Time Traveler was getting completely tired of it, so he was planning on using a doomsday device just to end it all there.
End it all.
He decided against that idea, and instead, he said, and then everything cut out. Reese has been warned. on not what is going to happen and what caused it to happen, but everything will go to shit. Now you can say what you were going to say.
I like how the alternate heroes aren't doing anything about it after that point.
The only one doing that's trying to do anything is Reese, but she will fail on her first attempt. Everything will go into oblivion. But she has one last charge in the time travel device that she used earlier.
And I'm guessing that's going to be her key to fixing things, right?
Yep. That one last charge can only have one final thing. A trip, a simple trip back in time, days ago, and then back to the back to the point where the event was going to happen. The end event.
So a reset.
So yeah, Reese went back in time right as the new end event happened and everything literally ended. She went back in time before her body literally became nothing, and she kind of secretly may have severed the energy that the unfathomable energy that the Cube Queen was getting to the little pyramid thing. As a last-ditch effort. After that happened, she got traveled back to the exact point the event would happen, and everything ended the same way. The 7 saved the day, and it would end up in Chapter 3.
I hate this. Oh, the 7. I thought you said AO.
No. The 7 saved the day.
I love coming inside the 7's breasts.
Practically turned the IO into a smoking crater in the process.
Yay!
Until the whole war season. But regardless, time was safe. History was not altered. And now all they needed to find a way to do is to time travel back to the modern era, which required a charge that she had in her pocket, that Reese had in her pocket. Psych! She ran out of charges after the whole end event incident.
Honestly, it'd make a lot of sense.
But the time-traveling villain had multiple charges.
I could imagine they would have multiple charges. I mean, they did go this far into the past to do all this stuff, so of course they have a charger.
No, not a charger, but charges. Charges as in things that keep time travel and time machine actually running and actually able to work correctly and not just break things on the way. So Reese took all the time charges, time traveled the Ultimate Heroes back to the modern era, thought about leaving Gugimon in the past. You can imagine that they chose against that.
Yeah, but it's not really deserved for Gugimon.
And yeah, the Ultimate Heroes go back to their time. Everything is perfectly fine. Bites just says one simple thing.
I'm hard.
They come back.
I'm hard.
And all he says is,
I'm hard.
My God, a lot of things happened when you were gone. Things changed, and then changed back. First of all, everything ended for a bit. because obviously things did change for a temporary amount of time.
And then they went back to normal after that temporary amount of time.
Yep, because of mostly just Reese.
Yeah, it might as well just be Reese solo adventure. The Ultimate Heroes didn't do anything besides Reese and bikes. Everyone else just sat there on their asses.
All the Ultimate Heroes did is get the materials for any certain thing that Reese had to physically get.
Yeah, and then they sat on their asses for the rest of it. They caught Gugimon's illness.
Heck, Reese didn't even bother to take them to before the end event. She literally just watched them as they disintegrated into nothingness and then time traveled.
They just stood there and let it happen.
With just a sinister grin on her face as she said, "You should have helped me. Maybe you guys would have came with me."
Those are her teammates. And she just watches them
and
die.
Yeah, that's the funny part. The Ultimate Heroes will not know about that. Only Reese.
Did they forget about it or something?
Well,
or did their minds go
technically
blank?
it didn't happen. Technically it didn't happen. Only Reese and Bites would be aware of that. Because Reese would tell Bites.
And Bikes and her would keep it as a secret from the rest of the team for who knows how long.
But yeah. Kind of deserve that Reese did that to them.
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, they're still teammates. It's pretty harsh to do it to your friends. Let them get erased and smile at their eraser. Pretty dark.
Pretty sure at that point she slightly snapped.
You know,
for good reason too.
Yeah, because they didn't do shit. They just sat on their asses like Gugimon does and didn't do anything.
So to Reese, that moment was just plain revenge.
Revenge on Menace, Mancake, Fade, and Gugimon.
Bites was not part of that revenge because he actually helped in a way.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how Reese would have done it if Bikes didn't help.
She probably would have gone mad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. She practically, at that moment when she watched the Ultimate Heroes disappear, she literally just simply just went like, "Yo, dudes, I would help you, but you're not worth my time."
Yeah, an Ultimate Hero of 190 IQ can't be dealing with little mess-ups like you guys, so you need to go. Bye.
You guys should have... She would just end up saying, "You guys should have helped me. Maybe this could have been avoided."
But you guys didn't, so bye. See you soon. Love you.
Meanwhile, the Ultimate Heroes are just screaming in pain. Fade does his signature thing by literally flat out saying, "I will fucking kill you, Reese."
When does Fade ever say that?
Nah. Okay, just kidding. That would be the first time Fade ever says that he's gonna kill someone. But for good reason.
I want to hear Xanther actually say that as Fade.
I mean, if you were abandoned to just turn to literally nothing but stardust, wouldn't you do a death threat?
I mean, anyone would, really. Especially if it's coming from someone that's supposed to be your friend, your teammate, someone that you live in the same household with. Like, come on, bro.
Reese slightly snapped at that point and just went like, Just need to do one last fix. And you guys, you guys are not helpful, so you're not coming with me.
You can't fix her, but I'll fix you guys by killing you. Bye. This team needed a reset anyway. This universe is so fucked up. My team literally caused a war. Dumbasses.
And Mancake literally did cause war.
And then he had to help fix that war. The only reason the war truly ended really was because of Zero's sympathy. If it weren't for that, then the war would have...
Horrible thing. Horrible thing. Right as that moment happened, and Reese just snapped for a second, that kind of, once everything was back, that little moment gave birth to a different variation of the war universe.
How did Reese breaking cause an alternate universe version of the war? How is it even possible for alternate universe version of the war to happen if every universe got involved? Or most universes did,
Well,
a lot of them. A few.
So, well, this is how time events work in the multiverse. They still do happen, just not to the specific variants. So, when specific variants get erased from history, they are gone. Get erased from existence, they are gone. The multiverse technically did get destroyed, yet did not. Because of what Reese did. And in that process, that moment when Reese betrayed the Ultimate Heroes still happened. Just minus those Ultimate Heroes disintegrating. Well, they did disintegrate for about 2 seconds and then re-manifest.
As a woman.
No, they just came back.
Big ample breasts. Big mommy milkers. Biggest one you've ever seen.
And there would be a lot of proof that, and because of that, the whole new war would start. In the universe where Reese snapped, a whole new war would begin. And Reese would be the epicenter of the war.
So it wouldn't be Mancake this time.
Heck, she'd be the enemy.
So she'd be taking Zero's place. An evil variant of Reese. That's certainly
one
an idea.
Accidentally made from a time travel adventure.
Yep, that they never could have foreseen coming.
And the Ultimate Heroes will not, and the mainline Ultimate Heroes will be none the wiser for about 2 years.
Yay!
After 2 years, they're going to be ending up getting introduced to that monstrous and evil variant.
Ultimate Heroes are going to be burned out.
I like how you're decorating this area now.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't decorate it earlier. I was just listening to what you were talking about. Now I am.
So yeah, most time travel adventures that Fortnite's ending up gonna be doing will end with a new universe being made. Chapter 1 kind of had that, in the sense that now the Reload universe exists.
Boo!
And I love that.
Boo!
Come on, dude.
Boo!
It's a good game mode, you have to admit. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but making it so we can like come back every single time we die makes the game even more difficult than it already was. No, how much is it gonna win?
Do you know why that game mode was made?
Yes,
it was made as a way to say.
Bait.
It was a way. Actually, no. Fortnite revealed it was a way just to say thank you to Fortnite OG.
No, thank you to Fortnite OG. The fuck? I don't care about Fortnite OG. I care about Fortnite OG Chapter 2, Where is that? That's what I want to see.
It will be coming.
It hasn't came yet on me. Where is it? If it really loved me, then why doesn't it just want to come on me, Mikey?
It will eventually be part of the game. Don't worry. It will be a thing. Don't worry your little head about it. Also, explain the reference to the type of landscape you're doing for this area.
Oh, for related to the Ultimate Heroes?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of one. I haven't got it all figured out yet, but I'm coming up with an idea.
Actually, maybe this is a reference to Chapter 2, which is technically the Ultimate Heroes origin chapter.
Yes, it is. But the season is the real thing that's important here.
Pretty sure those plants come from Chapter 2, Season 7.
I thought it came from Chapter 3, Season 4.
No, these plants originate from Chapter 2, Season 7. The invasion season.
Where are the trees? But I have an idea for what this could represent. It's definitely from a past Ultimate Heroes adventure.
Nice.
And I got a story
But
behind
yeah.
it now.
Several things will end up going horribly wrong in the process.
A lot of things are going to go horribly
Reese
wrong for the
will-
Ultimate Heroes.
Reese will, by the way, when the time travel adventure does happen, Reese will not say anything about much of the stuff because most of the Ultimate Heroes already know what happened.
Yeah, they just for some
Apart-
reason.
Apart from the whole end of existence thing.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh not to tell your friends about that, but it's understandable. Still kind of dark, but understandable.
But yeah, the evil variation of Reese will be, as Mari would call it, cuckoo crazy.
Yeah, she's gotta lose some IQ points for being cuckoo crazy, because I don't know
Oh,
how
no.
you can maintain.
She's not losing IQ points.
How can she maintain a 190
She's using
IQ?
her IQ points to win.
How so?
Heck, you're saying that she's literally gonna end up, she's literally just gonna be calling herself the, destruction of this universe.
Which universe?
The universe that that specific version of Reese comes from, which I'm literally having as a neighboring dimension to 478.
So 477 or 479?
It's 479.
So literally one universe after.
Yeah. But yeah, she literally just called herself the destroyer of her universe.
And that universe is going to be created recently, right?
Huh?
That universe is going to be created after that event takes place, like after Reese smiles? Or is it already going to exist?
It won't exist until after the Chapter 2 OG thing.
Each universe is very unique in its own special way.
And that universe is literally just re-sticking Zero's place, but much worse.
No, out
She
of all...
is much worse.
Mikey, just let me talk.
Okay.
Out of all the universes that we've done roleplays in, my favorite universe with the most stuff in it has to be 478, because it has the most maps and everything.
That is true. But all I'm gonna say is the Reese of the 479 universe, much worse than Zero. There's no talking her out of anything.
But she's not gonna be worse than Fidgy Queen. She's so mean.
That race will literally reduce the whole population to 0 if she has to.
But how bad of a bitch is she really?
Doesn't matter about that. It matters if she wants to accomplish her plan.
What does she?
Which her plan is to just get rid of everything.
Because she's crazy, right?
Because she's completely lost it and believes that the ultimate heroes are useless to her.
So does that mean in her dimension they're all dead?
Not yet.
So in her universe, her alternate heroes are also alive, but she doesn't like them?
She's planning on killing them soon.
But aren't one of them like gonna see it coming? Like at some point?
Heck, when she does kill them, the last thing she says to them is, you should have just regretted this from the start.
Oh, that is not right.
You idiot.
Damn. And I thought they were friends for real.
But yeah, in that universe, the only ultimate hero that is currently dead is Googimon. But nobody cares about him.
Yep, only the big and strongest alternate heroes can survive.
Menace is next to die.
Yeah, never mind about that statement I just said. Only the biggest and interesting most alternate heroes can survive.
Spade is also going to die after that, and then Mankick, and then, yeah, it's just going to become a whole thing. Bites is the only one that's going to survive, because he was actually useful. But does Bites want to survive after watching everyone die? No. Heck, he's gonna end up faking being on the evil Reese's side, and then once the ultimate heroes from the other dimension get there,
he's gonna take a gun and shoot himself in the head. Oh,
no, he's gonna betray her.
I thought he was gonna commit suicide. That make more sense, but okay.
Well, if he committed suicide, there'd be no chance of anyone winning.
Yeah, but at least he'd be with the rest of the ultimate heroes, I guess.
But I never said he wouldn't die at the end of it. All the ultimate heroes of that universe are going to die.
Including Reese?
And including Reese and Bites.
And Reese is gonna be the cause of all of it in that universe. Her smartness is her undoing.
She's actually gonna end up. I'm taking some inspiration from some other media for a final form that she's gonna be getting.
A final form?
An Eldritch form.
She's gonna have superpowers?
She's gonna have an Eldritch form.
What is that?
How do I explain this? I took in a slight inspiration from the from SMG4, and it's Eldritch, and Eldritch Axel and Eldritch from two certain characters from that thing, which technically are the same in a way because one of them is possessed by the other entity. I took inspiration from Eldritch Axel and Eldritch Zero. Eldritch Axel, Eldritch Axel, and Eldritch Zero.